At the end of this video, you'll know how to set up a voxel transition animation like Explode using VRC Fury. So let's get started. We'll want to create a toggle that goes ahead and performs this animation right here for us. So we want to turn a toggle on, and then this will happen. So let's go ahead and create a new empty on our avatar. Call it Voxel. Doesn't really matter what you name it, as long as we can organize things nicely. Let's add a toggle component from VRC Fury and set the menu path to Voxel Explode. Let's click on the options and set Enable Transition State. Now we're going to set up the transitions. Transition in is going to be the action that's taken when the animation starts, and the main action is going to be what we're going to be moving toward in the animation. It's the end state. You don't have to set up transition in. The most important part for us is main action. We're going to go ahead and click on Add Action and set Material Property. I want this to apply to all renderers, so the whole avatar. So I'm going to click Apply All Renderers. Now we just need to supply the property and the value. Property is easy to get. Let's select one of our materials, right-click on Explode, and copy property name. And go back to Voxel and set the property. And now we want Explode to go to 1, so we're going to set this to 1. Now, we're going to need to enable Explode and set Explode as animated. So let's select all of our voxel materials. To select all the voxel materials, I first click on the beginning voxel material and then shift-click on the last voxel material. Now I'm going to go ahead and check the Explode checkbox to enable this effect. Then if we drag the Explode, as you can see, all of our materials are doing it. Next, we're going to right-click, set animated. To learn more about the animation system, you can go ahead and consult our documentation below. And now, going back to our voxel toggle here, we're going to set the blend to, say, 1.5. This is how long it'll take to blend between the beginning and the end state. If something is bugging out, or this isn't quite working for you, you might want to go ahead and set the transition in material property to be voxel explode and set to 0, or whatever the beginning state of your transition variable will be. In this situation, I don't really need to do this. And now we can go ahead and test this using Gesture Manager. So now in Gesture Manager, let's go to our expressions. Here's our voxel menu. Here's our explode toggle. Voila, it works. It seems like we have some internal clothing here that we might want to hide or also voxelize, but that's outside the scope of this video. Yeah, if we turn off the explode, we just return back to normal. And if we want to go ahead and add a reverse animation, we can just go ahead and set this blend value here to, say, 1.5, and then go ahead and test this out in Gesture Manager again. And now let's go into Expressions, Voxel, Explode. Turn it off, and it reverses. Perfect. That's about it. Have fun.